guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about 12 cheap or free things that young adults or teens can do to help save the planet. So if you want to be a king or queen of the green, both in the environmental sense and the financial sense, then keep on watching. So the first thing that I recommend you doing is stop buying fast fashion. Fast fashion places constantly have a new cycle of clothing coming in. Based on the trends, and you just can't keep up, it's probably a fast fashion store. I have a list scrolling on my face of the most popular fast fashion stores that teens and young adults tend to shop at. Fast fashion is basically modern day slave labor. By buying these garments, you're supporting that. I know a lot of us started off unaware about this. I personally don't think it's worth looking fly while someone else is suffering making the clothes that you wear. A lot of the textiles that they use are very bad for the environment. Most of the fast fashion items that you wear have polyester in them. Polyester is basically made of petroleum, which is oil. I'm not talking about cooking oil, I'm talking about thick, black, spill in the Gulf of Mexico kind of oil. It's not something that you want in your skin. There are some fast fashion items in my wardrobe, but I try to make sure that they're made of mainly natural fibers, and I do try my best to take care of them. Alternative thing that you can do to help save the environment if you still want to be like super fashionable is go to thrift stores instead. Basically the same price as fast fashion stores, if not cheaper. Sure, you may not find the super trendy pieces that you want. It doesn't come at a cost of someone working their butt off and only getting paid 50 cents an hour. If you still want those trendy pieces, another alternative that you can do instead of thrifting is have a clothes swap with your friends. You get some of their clothes that you think is cute and they get some of your clothes that they think are cute. It's basically a win-win situation and it's free. Hand-me-downs are also a really great way to save the environment. Maybe looked at as poor or whatever, but honestly it's one of the most sustainable things out there. These hand-me-downs have been worn and they're still there, so that means it's a quality garment.
The most sustainable thing to do though is just use what you already have in your closet.
I'm pretty sure 99.9% of the human race has a coffee addiction. Personally, I don't drink coffee, but I do frequent Starbucks a lot for their black tea. Or sometimes if I want to splurge a little bit more, I'll have a green tea latte with coconut milk. But regardless, a great thing that you can do to save a lot of your plastic waste is bring your own coffee cup. I'm sure you have a lot of reusable coffee cups laying around your house and you just forget to bring them. So chuck them in your car, in your bag, in your backpack, just so you won't forget one. You can also use repurposed jars. It doesn't have to be a really nice mason jar. You can just use a really nice jar that you washed out. Maybe it was salsa or pasta, whatever. If your drink is hot, you can also put some rubber bands around the mason jar. Use that as a makeshift coffee sleeve. Idea from a girl called Sustainable Sabs on Instagram. I will link her below. This is my favorite coffee cup. It's the Keep cup. Love it because it holds my grande drinks and it's perfect. When I feel like getting a venti is when I will bring out my huge mason jar. There's a common misconception that the to-go cups that you actually get from your favorite coffee store are recyclable or biodegradable. Unless it's otherwise stated on the cup that it's compostable or whatever, they're not. Coffee cups are lined with plastic, which makes it a mixed material and hard to recycle or compost, so a lot of the times it just ends up in the landfill.
Coffee cups are lined with plastic so that when you pour hot liquid into the cup, the paper doesn't disintegrate.
Bring your own coffee cups, people. It's summer, so it means it's freaking hot. You need to stay hydrated. You cannot keep buying water bottles from the vending machine. Water companies don't make water. They make plastic water bottles. Okay? A really easy thing that you can do to save on this plastic waste is to bring your own reusable water bottle. This is my reusable water bottle. It's a Hydro Flask covered in stickers. Also my favorite color, yellow, as you can probably tell. Unless your city doesn't have clean running water, which the government should do something about that, there should be no reason for you to keep buying plastic water bottles. A lot of the tap water has been regulated so much more than the water in plastic water bottles. So really, it doesn't matter if you drink from a plastic water bottle or the tap. The tap is probably cleaner anyway.
You don't have to use a fancy clean canteen water bottle or a Hydro Flask water bottle. You can just use that reusable plastic water bottle that you have lying around. As long as you reuse it, it's all good.
A lot of our waste is because, let's face it, we eat out a lot. So a lot of our waste consists of paper napkins, plastic forks, plastic spoons, plastic knives. And there's a way that we can prevent that. This is my own cutlery wrap. It's basically reusable things wrapped up in a napkin and wrapped with ribbon. You don't have to buy the things that Instagram markets you, the reusable bamboo utensils. So I do have a reusable bamboo utensil in here, but that's because I found it locally at my local art museum and they were selling it for $2, and I researched it that the Kokua Foundation Hawaii made it here sourced sustainably, so it's all good. I'm gonna show you what it's in here. I also carry a reusable straw in here, which is one of the next points that I'm about to make. I have a reusable bamboo utensil here. It's double-sided. There you go. Let me beauty guru this shit up in here. Yep, plastic-free Hawaii. You don't have to buy this fancy ass bamboo utensil, okay? You can just go to your kitchen and grab a fork and spoon from your kitchen, wrap it up in a napkin, throw it in your bag. Have a set in your car, you know, just so that you're never caught off guard. We've heard it all before. Stop using plastic straws, stop using plastic shopping bags. Do we forget to bring them? Yeah, obviously. That's why you can always keep a metal straw and a reusable shopping bag in your backpack and in your car. Yeah. What's great about these is they wrap up really small, you know, and you can throw them and wherever you need them. And this just like fits in your bag. Another thing that you can do to save the planet is pack your own lunch. If you can and if you have the time to. If you don't, it's okay. But if you do, that's awesome. I usually pack my own lunch for school and work, and I have a reusable lunch tote right here. These are really common in Hawaii to find at like a local CVS or whatever, so a lot of people in Hawaii have this. What I usually do is I pack up some leftovers, throw them in a plastic Tupperware and throw them in. Yes, I still use plastic Tupperware. Use what you already have is the point of this video. Because if you go out and just buy some sustainable options, it's gonna be expensive and of course you're not gonna save any money. So use all of your stuff that you already have until it breaks. Then you can go out and buy some sustainable alternatives. Okay, back to packing lunch. So yeah, I use my plastic Tupperware with my leftovers. I throw it in my lunch bag. And I also usually throw in some fruits and I put them in this. I throw them in this reusable silicone Ziploc container.
Ziploc containers? You mean Ziploc bags, you idiot?
You don't have to go out and purchase this right now. Use up all of your Ziploc containers. Hell, wash them, reuse them. They're made of plastic, so they should last you for 400 years, right? I usually throw my favorite berries in this reusable Ziploc container and I have my lunch. Having leftovers for lunch is also a really good way to save from food waste. When food is wasted, it breaks down and produces methane, which is one of the leading gases that causes global warming, basically. The thing that you can do is save your veggie scraps. So what I do is when I cook with a lot of veggies, I usually save the scraps that you don't use in the dish. I put them in a big old jar. I put them in the freezer until I have collected enough veggies to make a veggie stock. So to make the veggie stock, you basically just take all of your veggies, throw it in a pot with a few cups of water, let it boil, and then once it's finished boiling, you have veggie stock. After you're done cooking the veggie stock, you can scrape out all the veggies from the pot and put them in a compost. When you compost, organic matter like the fruits and veggies that you collected breaks down into the soil to create a nutrient-rich soil, in which you can use to fertilize your plants. Keeping on the trend of food, another thing that you could do is to eat less meat. Now, I'm not pushing veganism on you because I myself am not vegan. And a lot of people are probably like, oh, you can't be zero waste if you're not vegan. Like, okay, I get it, I'm trying, okay? I have significantly cut back my meat consumption, and you know, eating less red meat at all drastically reduces the amount of greenhouse gases. I know a lot of you have parents that don't really support you going zero waste, that don't think anything's wrong with the environment, and I realize that a lot of your parents control what you eat at home, but when you're not with your parents and you're out with your friends to go eat, you can control what you're eating. You can not order those cheeseburgers, not order those chicken nuggets, not order that thing with cheese. You can make a difference even for just one meal. So let's say when you're out with your friends, you usually eat like 2 cheeseburgers. I don't know why you would, that's a lot. So yeah, you usually eat 2 cheeseburgers, and let's say that's about a pound of beef. So in not eating those 2 cheeseburgers, you have saved 25,000 gallons of water, which is basically 3 months of drinking water. Another thing that you can do is utilize power strips. You're probably thinking, what the fuck, Allie, what do you mean? So what you can do is take all of your appliances, plug them into a power strip, plug that power strip into the wall, obviously. Whenever you're not using those appliances, and let's say you're about to leave for school and you turn off your lights and you also turn off that entire power strip. When you turn off that entire power strip, it keeps your appliances from sucking electricity out. It keeps electricity from being wasted. Yes, appliances still use electricity even when you're not using them. By using this habit, you're saving a ton on your electricity bill, and who wouldn't want that? Another thing that you can do is to take shorter showers. I know us girls, we take a little while in the bathroom because we do our hair, we like shave, we exfoliate, all of that kind of stuff. But when you are doing something in the shower that does not require water, turn it off. Doing that habit will save a few gallons of water. You save on your water bill. The thing that you can do is to use a bamboo toothbrush. Every toothbrush that you have used in your entire lifetime is still on this earth. Let's say that you're the normal human being and you use about 4 toothbrushes a year. Take 4 toothbrushes a year and multiply that by the amount of years that you have been living. It's a lot of toothbrushes, and some of those toothbrushes end up in whale stomachs, in bird stomachs, in turtle stomachs. Yeah, so you might want to switch to a bamboo toothbrush. I have one right here, and I got it from a local co-op that I really love called Kokua Market here in Hawaii. And yeah, I don't have preferences for bamboo toothbrushes. I find all of them work just fine. What I do is I remove the bristles, I throw the bristles in the trash, and then I just take this and I compost the handle. So yeah, super sustainable. That's a win-win for you, so try it out. Bamboo toothbrushes brush exactly the same as a regular toothbrush. And a lot of the companies also make some for kids. So if you have a family, put them on the bamboo toothbrush craze. And the last tip that I have for you is to print your homework double-sided. A lot of us are probably in high school and college, and we have to write papers and reports and all of that kind of junk stuff. But what you can do, unless your professor says it's not okay, print double-sided. When I print double-sided, a lot of my professors don't seem to care, so it's probably all good. For myself, I take digital notes on an iPad at school, and then I also do my homework on my iPad, so when I print my homework, print double-sided and save some trees. That is all the tips that I have for you guys today. If you want a part 2, please let me know and comment below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!